New question, the member from Newmarket Aurora.
Thank you, Speaker. To the Premier, in response to questions concerning the loss of manufacturing jobs in communities across this province, the Premier and his ministers continue to cite government programs as their response to job losses and stress in our communities. While the announcement of these programs, Speaker, held out great hope for businesses, what we're learning now is that they're very short on delivery. I would ask the Premier, would he direct his ministers to table with the House a list of all of the programs, a list of the applications that were made for those programs, a list of the approved applications, and a list of the funding that has actually been dispersed to businesses in the province?
Here. The Minister of Economic Development.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I say to the member, the gist of his question is, as the government is investing these dollars, either by way of grants or loans, is it being done in a timely fashion? Is it being done within the 45-day commitment that has been made? Keeping in mind that within the 45 days there are opportunities for the applicant to provide more information. The applicant's going to want to obviously put the best application forward, and so in some cases different information and more information should be needed, and so in fact the applicant works with the government in order to reach that time limit. I can say to the member that in fact the time limits have in fact been met. And I have not certainly, although I'm happy to work with a member, dealt yet with a company.
Thank you, Minister. Supplementary.
Well, Speaker, the Minister did not get the gist of my question at all. And so I'll go back to the Premier and I will ask the Premier once again. Will the Premier direct the Minister to give us this information? It's very simple. A list of the number of companies who have applied, a list of the companies that have in fact been approved, a list of the number of companies who have actually received funds. Very simple. It's a matter of transparency and accountability, and I would ask once again, will that information be tabled with the legislature so that we can in fact see what is going on with these programs?
Mr. Speaker. Of course, Mr. Speaker, all of this information is tabled in public accounts. But I say to the member who said it's a short list, excuse me, 114 new jobs, 900 sustained jobs, 5-year $1.15 billion investment through the New Generation Job Fund, a $500 million investment through the Advanced Manufacturing Strategy, nearly 4,000 jobs sustained or created. That's not a small list. In fact, the gist of the member's question is to try and somehow play gotcha with the government's efforts to make investments that create jobs. The member does not have an alternative other than tax cuts, I suppose. The member does not suggest that we, in fact, should be putting the money into different companies. The member is trying to play gotcha. And my response to the member is, you're right, the public accounts will, in fact, be able to answer your gotcha question. But at the end of the day, we're focused on getting jobs for on.
Thank you, Minister. New question.